Welcome to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. I want to welcome all those first time viewers and those that will be watching the replay. All right, so I am sharing my tea with you tonight. I'm doing a sweet tea, Golden Peak sweet tea. I like that for cold tea. So I hope that you have your beverages with you and that you uh, whatever it is that you like to drink, water, tea, or whatever, that you fill your cup up with lots of wisdom tonight. All right? Tea time. Mm, sweet tea. Yes. I like sweet tea. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. I got my let me remove that. I want you to see my uh oh my goodness. There we go. I want you to see my Women of Wisdom t-shirt. So down here it says um, transforming lives into butterflies. So we have these t-shirts and we have purple t-shirts. So I thought I'd wear my t-shirt tonight. All right, so let's get to our topic tonight. We are talking about our willingness to change. Okay, listen, now, I don't know what you dealt with or are dealing with, but I know I thought that, I'm a learner, so I like to learn and, changing and things like that. That's inevitable. And sometimes you think, oh, yeah, okay, I got this, but oh my goodness, when I started going through the deep things of transformation, when I started going through uh, the metamorphosis of the butterfly, wow, it was tough. It was hard. And there's at some point, with me, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So, just kind of having that unwillingness to change, So that's what we're talking about tonight, our willingness to change, to not be unwilling to embrace change because it's inevitable for one thing. But let me share with you what John Maxwell said before I go further. Here's what he said. He said, change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Okay. So we can't always choose whether things change or not, but we can decide for ourselves whether or not we want to grow or not. I had someone in my life that used to always tell me, I ain't changed, I ain't changed, and there that will stunt your growth if you are unwilling to change. And so some things you will never reach your full potential in life without learning how to grow with the change and accept the fact that, this type of stuff is a part of life. And being willing to change changes your attitude, your perspective in life, everything like that. So I have another quote that I want to share with you. Embracing change opens the opportunity for personal growth. So if we don't embrace change and we don't have personal growth, you can believe that success is not going to be yours or mine, because you people that are successful, they know that you have to have that mindset and be willing to change and uh, embrace the changes because they do open up opportunities. Also, like I said, I think I said this last week, pivoting. You have to be willing to pivot. You probably heard too that saying where, people keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. They expect things to change, but they don't want to change how they're doing things. And so it's an unwillingness to change. Also, before I share this uh, quote with you, I was kind of thinking about this before I came on, and I was thinking about how, you know, I dealt with a lot of issues, and maybe with me, it was kind of life was kind of negative anyway, because, I kind of had that little chip on my shoulder because my mom had passed away when I was 11 months. And so, you grow up and everybody else is, they got a mom, and they're doing stuff and all this kind of stuff. And so, and then you got people not understanding why you're going that only comes from the mom. The mom can teach you, and there's some things that only the dad can teach you. And so if you don't have that knowledge, when you're growing up, sometimes a lot of times people uh, say a lot of negative things, and it just kind of shapes, the way you think and everything. And so you got this, it's kind of hard to receive certain things because you're already hard on yourself. Other people are hard on you. And now change and willingness is saying, you're not good enough. You need to change. So that's where your mindset goes sometimes when you have dealt with negative situations or being around people that abused you or misused you. But we have to grow out of that and be willing to accept that that's not really who we are. That's not who we have to be. So we have to learn how to accept change and be willing to change. And that's something that I had to do because I wanted more out of life. And if you want more out of life, change is inevitable. And you must be willing to grow because growth brings freedom, growth brings happiness, growth brings um, advancement, enhancement, and peace. You know what? Growth brings a lot of benefits into your life, and you don't want to die and not experience the benefits of growth. So there's benefits to it. So just keep that in mind when you're called upon to grow in order to reach the things that you want to achieve in life. Okay, so this is from Jack Canfield. He said, you can either resist it and potentially get run over by it, or you can choose to cooperate with it, adapt to it, and learn how to benefit from it. Now, come on, change. You want to learn how to benefit from the willingness to change because there are benefits. And even though it may start out a kind of little rough and you got to deal with yourself and everything, but if you just continue to grow out of the immaturity attitudes and because if you stay the same, you just gonna stay. If it, I mean, maturity comes with growth. And so if you don't grow, you're not going to mature. So you stay in an immature state. And in that state, you will not accomplish your dreams in life. And that's what you want, satisfaction and following your dreams. Okay. Okay. So willingness start and I've been saying this for a good while, and it just keeps popping up. So this must be something that we really need to deal with. Willingness and self-awareness are commonly intertwined. So when we are willing to change, we have to closely examine our thoughts, our attitudes, our motives, and even it means uncovering our weaknesses and flaws. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. When it came to dealing with my weaknesses and my flaws, we look at those things and it's like a negative attribute. And, if you've been dealing with that, being around that type of atmosphere, somebody's always putting you down. Somebody don't have anything good to say. And you're always, this, that, and the other. And sometimes it's parents, and you ain't gonna amount to anything, or this, that, and the other. All those things that are floating around in your mind and your head, they shape the type of person that you are. And so, as you grow, you got to learn how to grow out of those things. And so, since I dealt with a lot of, you know, talking about my weaknesses and my flaws, and plus, I was the type of person that was hard on myself, when someone loved me, wanted to see me grow and achieve and reach the potential that I had in life, and they started talking about the things that I need to change. Oh my goodness, that was like, you got a problem. It wasn't me. You got a problem, But I had to think about, okay, what do I want in life? Where do I want to go? And how am I going to get there? And I'm not going to get there if I'm going to constantly not allow myself to see the weaknesses and the flaws that need to be changed. Because those things have to be changed so that you can sustain life in a mindset that is successful. How about that? That's pretty good. Tuesday tea time wisdom. All right. Let's take a tea break. Tea time. So if you're not willing to change, no theory, no method, no idea can help you. Okay? You could listen to the most innovative ideals or from specialists and experts and all these kind of things, but without willingness, it is pointless. And so, yeah, it takes desire, determination can help you overcome the willingness to change because you want to go somewhere in life. And really, you should want to. You were meant to. You were birthed into this world to do something extraordinary that only you can do that will add to other people's lives. And sometimes we forget that life is not all about ourselves. It's what can you bring to the table. And so those things come through the process of embracing change and your willingness to accept those things. And see, I had trouble in that area, being willing to accept. And it's kind of like, and I thought I was a person of challenge. I like challenges. And I thought, oh yeah, but when it came down to where the rubber really meets the road challenges, when it came down to dealing with my weaknesses and my flaws, and looking deeper into myself and learning how to accept those things so I could change them, I had trouble in that area. And so going through the transformation of the butterfly, it can be tough, but I'm telling you, when you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, when you know that there's something in life that you want to achieve and you just want more in life, that will uh, compel you to move forward. It's like a catalyst. So, remember and keep in mind the things that you want to accomplish in life. Okay. Okay. So we're going to close with this. Do some thought work. This is going to help you do some thought work about what you want and why. So, discovering your willingness to work for what you want increases your chances to achieve them. How about that? So, as always, as I say, Dorena loves you, and remember to walk in wisdom. All right. Have a great night and keep yourselves